Okay. Hi, everybody. We are beginning at 5:00. This is amazing. President von der Leyen, Monsieur le Bourgmestre, dear Excellencies, ambassadors, rabbis, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good evening and happy Chanukah. Welcome to the Chanukah celebration here on Rond-Point Schuman at the heart of the European Union, organized for the 20th consecutive year. Tonight's EuroChanukah is organized by the European Jewish Community Center in partnership with the European Jewish Association and under the patronage of President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, and under the patronage of Monsieur Philippe Claus, who is the mayor of Brussels and who is hosting us tonight and who has made everything possible for you guys to be here tonight. So a round of applause, please. President, thank you for being here. Monsieur le Bourgmestre, merci infiniment d'être ici. We would like to acknowledge also the distinguished presence of ambassadors representing Israel, Bahrain, Croatia, Slovenia, Greece, and Hungary. We're also honored with the presence of Australian Ambassador, His Excellency Angus Campbell, who is joining us today in solidarity with the Jewish community of Bondi. We also have Belgian representatives, Monsieur Boucher, Monsieur Weitzman. Thank you for your presence today. And last but not least, my dear friends, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here today. Your presence is a statement of resilience, a statement of faith, of hope, of courage. I know it's strange to say that, right? Attending a menorah lighting today is a statement. Sadly, but it is the case. You've made it. You took your courage, and you came here because you believe in the message of light, and we're so, so honored with your presence. Thank you for being here. So on Chanukah, we celebrate by lighting one additional candle. Each night, friends and family gather around their homes, in the streets, and even on the beach to light candles together. It is a beautiful custom, but I have to admit, it's not unique. In Judaism, Jews light candles before Shabbat, before every holiday. In the temple, candles were lit daily. We never turned this ritual into a public demonstration like tonight. So why do we make such a big deal out of Chanukah? The Shabbat candles are lit before sunset, and the flames of the temple were lit during the day and intended to last through the night. The underlying concept was to draw upon the existing light of the day and usher the brightness into the darker moments. That makes sense. Bring the light into the darkness to gain clarity. But on Chanukah, we follow a very different path. We wait for night to fall before we light the candles. We do not leverage the day's light to combat dark. Instead, we light the Chanukah candles when it is pitch dark. And in doing so, we transform the darkness into light. How is it possible when there seems to be no external source of light to actually transform darkness into light? It made sense when we had daylight and brought it into the dark, but dark from light, how does it work? On Chanukah, we come to the profound realization that, ladies and gentlemen, the light is not outside. It is you. You are a source of light. Yes, I repeat, each and every one of us are a source of light. Within the heart and soul of each of us resides an eternal cruse of pure oil, undamaged, wholesome, and holy. Sometimes it's too small to be seen. Sometimes it is buried out of sight, but it is always, always there. Our job, even when surrounded by profound obscurity and thick darkness, is to dig deep inside and rescue this internal source of light. From this pure oil, that single first flame, we can in turn ignite an infinite number of other flames. Yes, we make a big deal out of the Chanukah lights because it reminds us of our power and our duty to transform darkness into light. How relevant is it today? I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it feels quite dark, right? Sometimes it feels that the thickness of this obscurity is just too much. In the tragic situations we see unfolding, we're dancing in a nova on Simchat Torah or lighting a Chanukah candle on the beach becomes a risk to our own very lives. We choose to be actors, not victims. We choose to create the situation, not to be passive about it. Just like the famous oil, we are called to rise above, transcend, withstand, overcome it with joy. When darkness prevails, then we will be the light ourselves. Respectfully, I said it, respectfully, be unapologetic, be a Jew with chutzpah, respectfully, but be a Jew with chutzpah. Be a proud and public Jew. Embrace your singularity, honor your difference, celebrate your Jewishness with joy, educate your children to cherish their Jewish identity, and never forget, contribute to the rest of humanity always, and be the light so that darkness could vanish. Thank you. Well, this beautiful ceremony would have never been possible without the determination and dedication of Avita Will, EJCC director, and my dear husband. Thank you for your efforts. The floor is yours.